Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing great. It's Rini from Rini Rocks, of course, and I thought in today's video that I would make some Kintsugi ocean-inspired coasters. So there's going to be two steps to this video. The first step is just laying the glitter layer, letting that dry for a little bit, and then coming back and then adding resin drips that I have heated up again. These are like from projects that I've done in the past, and then just cut them up. All you do is just heat them up with a heat gun, and yeah, there's no point in throwing away your resin drips, especially when they're so pretty, and you can repurpose them in all sorts of projects. So let's get started. I have mixed up 200 mils of resin already, and we're just gonna add it to the glitter. For this one, because it's got a mixture of gold and silver, I thought it would like complement these really nicely. So it's called Heavenly Gates by Glittermakesit, and I've also added some fine silver as well. And we'll see, if I don't have enough, I'll add more. But because I want this to be pretty dense on the underside, because you know these resin drips on the one side aren't very pretty. They're not as shiny. But anyways, let's get started and see if this works. The idea that I had in my mind, whether or not it will turn out the way that I think it will. Okay, so let's pop up some bubbles here. All right, and we're just going to add it to the glitter. Can you guys see that? Put there. I think 200, because usually if I use about 300 for each coaster, or not for each coaster, for the set of 4 with the top off of about 100 for all 4, or flood coat I mean. So I think it'll be fine. I'm just going to mix this up. Look how pretty that is. I love this glitter, and I'm almost running out. I got to get some more. Actually, this one has some different colors in here as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got some blues and greens and a little bit of pink, purple. I see purple. So I don't know. I think it'll look fine. Okay. I'm not going to add the full amount of this. If I have left over, I can just make a crystal in one of my crystal molds. Okay, so my plan is, when I pour this glitter into the coaster, into each coaster, I'm going to let the resin, I'm going to let it cure for about, I don't know, 3 hours or so, and then come in and place these guys inside and kind of push them in, and I want them to create like a slight raised edging along each piece. And then I'll go in later on after that's cured, and we're gonna paint it with some silver paint, and then add a top coat. We'll see, guys. Hopefully it works. Okay, I think we're good. right, let's get started. I'm just gonna evenly pour mixture in each coaster. Okay. Get all the good stuff out. I don't want to waste any good stuff. Oops. Okay. That's pretty much evenly spread out now. And it looks pretty good. I think I guesstimated my measurements. Close enough. Yeah, okay. So that's it for this part. I'm gonna let that, like I said, dry for, or cure for about, probably, these might even, won't even take as long because they're thin. It's a thin mix, so they'll cure a little bit quicker. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that and we'll be right back. So it's been about 3 hours now, and you can see here I've already placed one of my pieces into the resin. So I'll show you, I don't know if you guys, I'll show you. It's still sticky. When you lift it up, it strings a little bit. I probably could wait a little bit longer, but I just can't because I'm impatient and I want to get this done and see how they turn out. Just gonna fix that up. All right, so I'm just gonna place a few with you guys in real time, and then I'm gonna speed it up. Otherwise, it would be a really long video. So I placed that one there, and now I'm just gonna choose pieces. It's the fun part. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna randomly place large pieces here and there, and then fill in the cracks. So I'm gonna place it on top, and then I'm just gonna push in just a bit, or push down, I mean. That. Place that one right there. I think these are just going to look so pretty when they're all done. So excited to see the finished product. Okay, so I'm going to start speeding this up now. Okay, I think we're done. Yeah, I think these are going to look great once they're dried. So it looks like they're full enough to me. We're going to push these down just a little bit. I thought it would just be faster if I just placed them and then just push them down now. And it's also allow a little bit more time for the resin to continue curing. So just going to push him. Oops. Okay. All right. You can see my pieces were pretty random. If you really wanted to, you could make some sort of a, you know, have a plan, a purpose with your mosaic and make a picture. But I don't know, that might be something I will attempt to do off camera. Otherwise, you guys will be watching an hours and hours long video. All right. Push that way in. I was just thinking this is about the only time when you can just like literally fudge around with the with your resin coasters and not be afraid to ruin them by pressing down or touching the resin before it's cured. Okay. The resin's getting pretty hard right now. Look at that one. Put that on backwards. I actually did that a couple of times to some, oh shoot, look at me. To 3 pieces. But, well, whatever. It'll shine up again once we lay resin on top. Okay, so that's it. I'm just gonna leave these alone, let them fully cure, and then we'll be back for the next step. Okay guys, we're back, and you'll see here I have already started outlining the edge of each resin piece with gold. At first I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to do silver or gold, and I tested it out prior to, and I think that the gold just makes the blue pop more, and it goes better with the Heavenly Gates glitter. So I have already done the 3, and I'll just have a little bit left of the 4th coaster. And yeah, I did that because it would just take forever. But aren't they beautiful? Look at that. I just love it. So I'm just going to finish this little bit here. And then with, oh, sorry. I'm actually using Tester's Gold. what I do is I have a brush here. My brush is actually pretty stiff. You see, it doesn't splay out or fray out or anything like that. And I just got that from not cleaning the brush after I used it. And I just think that you just have better control that way. So what I do is I just dip it in, and then I'll have like a little, and I just literally let it drop. And then I slightly just push or pull out the paint very lightly. And then for me, that it just creates a more natural effect. Oops. Drop it in, and then it'll just naturally travel by itself with me just pushing it along just a tad. And you'll see what I've done is I haven't covered the glitter. I've kind of created like a tufting effect. I just absolutely love this. By pressing the resin pieces down into, you know, nearly cured resin. So the gold is, I'm just outlining just a little bit around the edge of the resin piece and leaving as much as the glitter to show as possible. Oops. I don't like that. I'm gonna drop some right in here. There you go. And it just looks just more natural. I'm gonna do the same. Just drop it in and just lightly pull it out. I paint like this when I'm making my lines in my geodes or whatever. Okay, we're almost done. There you go. I'm going to connect some of these parts right in here. Add a little bit here and here on the actual glitter. And I think I got everything. Okay. Right there, like that. All right. Yep. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna put a a clear layer on top and they'll be done. Okay, so I went ahead and I put a top layer of, coated these with resin, and it's time to demold them. And I'm telling you guys, I absolutely adore these. Just can't wait to take them out. Here they are. Here's the back side. Ooh, pretty. I think these turned out great. Tell me what you guys think. I probably could have actually added a little bit more resin, but I'm just gonna sand down this, or like use my deburring tool just to take down the edge, the sharp edge here. And I don't know if, I think I might, I'm not sure if I'm gonna edge these or not. We'll see. I'll decide later on, but right now I am super happy with how these turned out. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I have this idea of a big project, kind of like a mosaic, that I want to do with my resin drips, because I have a lot. I'm gonna start that, but look at that. Look how pretty. And then you, on the bottom, you, yeah, it's just, I love these. And the final one, bring it up closer again. Sorry, ring light's in the way. And the back. You can almost, I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see the blue coming through too, which is depending on how the light hits it, but not too much where it, I love it. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys and then for the next one. Take care now. Bye.